with the lobby, but this is Theta and my partner in crime, Menorca,
Mono.
or Mono for short. Mono, are you there?
Mono is present
Okay.
and accounted for.
Excellent. Wouldn't be a cast without two monotone voices on board. So
This is Mono.
we're just waiting for VRATH and Pandamonium to get their lobby set up because they created one but did not have an observer slot in it. So we cannot do anything with that. But
Like you said.
let's see. I'm just going to pull up.
For today's match, like you said, it's VRATH versus Pandamonium. We got Kesney, Android Goat, White Fang, and JT for Pandemonium today. One player still hasn't joined the lobby yet. For VRATH, we have Alias, 8C00FF, size 15 reverse, Tom of Poland, Snowbird, and Section 1. This would be an interesting matchup. Subway is always an interesting watch, I'd say.
Alright, so the lobby is up. I'm just going to join here so nobody has to look at this. And once again, I'm getting some really weird audio issues. I don't know.
All that again?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, so unfortunately I'm going to have to lower... That's why my volume was down so low, now I remember. Okay, so I'm going to have to turn that down, which sucks, but... Okay, so we've got VRATH, and I'm just going to enter team names, and then I'll go into this. Change team names.
There's some kind of push to talk thing in the game. Caster thing I didn't even know existed.
Okay, and now let me... I'm going to turn this off. Okay, and we are officially in the game now. We're just waiting for this to start.
Nexus is going to be the last player for Pandemonium.
Why is this? I don't want to. There we go. Alright, so like you're saying, Nexus, Android Goat, White Fang, JT, and Kesney on Pandemonium. And we've got Alius. Can't read that name. Some of these names, they've got the rich text in the line, or inline rich text, I should say. And it's making reading them off the tab a little challenging. But Tom of Poland, what's the reverse one? Can you see that?
Yeah, it's reverse. His name is literally reverse.
Okay, and then Snow or Snowbird and Section 1. Okay, I'm just gonna send the message that we are ready to go. Okay, so this is an interesting objective, and we saw last time that Pandemonium played, which was yesterday, if I remember correctly, there was some capping action over here. Or no, I'm sorry, it wasn't Pandemonium, it was Peacekeepers and who was it, Fury?
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch that game, but
okay.
So I will not be able to comment on that one. I heard some comments in League Gen about it though.
There was one cap that happened because Peacekeepers just weren't really watching the objective, and then Fury almost got capped on as well, the same objective. So it goes to show that it is a little bit of a dicey objective, especially if there's a ton of smoke and there's a strong push through the tunnels. We'll see how these teams adapt to that, especially Pandemonium, since they're new. They don't really have fleshed out strategies as of yet, but we'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us.
Absolutely. I think it's one of the biggest things that separates a team and allows them to jump up the ranks is that they need to get out of that pub mentality of everyone for themselves to like a mentality of working together and being aware of what's going on, rotating and just good situational awareness that takes time and a lot of effort, like conscious effort, to force yourself to check the tablet and be aware of what's going on and where your friendlies are situated and what lanes are not being watched because someone died, for example.
Sure. That's an excellent point. Oh, looks like they have spawned in. Okay, so let's see these positions they start taking up.
Trash alley, JT says.
Trash alley.
I've never heard that term.
Hey, they're developing their own callouts. I'm proud of them.
Yeah. My favorite is Suicide Alley.
Snowbird's going to the north.
She's going to run into JT and Android Goat. They're about to run into each other right now.
Here we go.
Oh, they saw each other. They saw each other. She's peeking.
Just got called out, obviously. I mean, everybody heard the gunshots. Oh, reverse takes out Kesney. So yeah, that looks like it was on the south. Were you watching that side? I was watching north.
I'm watching north right now.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to back off on the north a little bit because it looks like that push got slowed down and Snowbird put herself behind that soda machine.
Yeah.
Fizzy Kook.
Fizzy Kook.
Everybody's favorite soda, especially in Canada.
Delicious.
I'm watching
Nexus is Oh, okay, you're watching there too. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm about to see. Ooh, Nexus was not ready.
No. Alius was watching that like a hawk. Alright. Let's see.
Pandemonium's down 2 people. It's a 3v5. Pretty tough situation to be in. With this map being kind of, separated, segmented even, you can still pull a win on this one, I'd say.
For sure.
The north push is going really slow.
This is a really interesting position by Tom of Poland. I don't know that I've ever seen somebody go prone on those stairs before. Not that I'm like a compendium of knowledge or anything, but that's just unusual to me.
Do you want to drop a... oh, I see it. Never mind. Yeah, that is really weird. He is clipping, though. He has to be really careful about that.
Yep. Okay, so it looks like JT and Android are now making their way from the north. Okay, JT needs to get behind cover pretty quick because if they spot him and he's against that wall, he is real easy to see and hit. But nobody is watching north right now. Snowbird has the angle.
And she's letting them come forward and go out in the open. Not a bad play.
No, I've been killed there tons of times by not watching that corner closely enough. So she might very well catch them out.
We actually have a push coming up on south. White Fang's just coming up to south stairs, which is being watched. Section is getting distracted by the gunfire happening at north.
Okay, let's see. I'm watching through White Fang's perspective now.
He's slowly coming down, but he's not prone. However, Reverse is not doing a good job watching. Alias takes out JT.
Rotation just at the wrong moment there.
Android got a couple shots on Alias, but wasn't able to finish him off. He is now being kind of surrounded here. Reverse abandons his position on the south, allowing White Fang to come down uncontested.
Yeah, Alias takes him out.
Yeah. Now it's just up to White Fang. He is down the south stairs, which is the danger zone for sure. But he still has a full VRATH team to face. Oh, never mind. You get 4 to face as he team kills Tom. I often find when you're the last guy, if you just kind of take it really slow, you'll at least get a team kill or 2, at least in pubs. Especially before you have to make your move.
Yeah, people get bored or they get jumpy.
Ooh,
White Fang had him.
He caught his bullets on the wall. He wasn't aware of where his muzzle was compared to the sights. Unfortunate. It happens to all of us.
Yep, for sure. Alright, so VRATH goes up 1. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that first round?
I think it was a little bit of a shaky push by Pandemonium. It wasn't really coordinated, I'd say. But it can be really tough to get on those stairs effectively. VRATH's defense was also, they ran around a little bit too much if you ask me, but they did come out with basically 5 up, 4 after the team kill, so what can you say?
Yeah, and it just seemed like that north push got trapped pretty quick.
Right, and they lost momentum. They didn't. What they could have done is backed off and rotated to a different angle. You don't have to stay stuck in the one attack plan if it's not working out.
Yep, that's the one thing I would say is don't be afraid of rotating. And I was talking to the Pandas about that yesterday as we were watching the Peacekeeper scrim. Is it sucks when your plan falls apart, but you should expect that. And there's nothing wrong with saying this plan is not working anymore and we need to go somewhere else. And especially if it's at the beginning of a round, that tends to be the right move to make. Okay, and we are back in. Let's see the positions the Pandas are going to take up here. Someone was saying that my mic was low. I'm going to have to fix that real quick. I'll keep this going. I'll have to do that for the next round. Okay, so we've got some coverage on the tunnel entrance. That's good. Android was at least checking it.
Snow is pre-firing everything. Shoot it all, she says.
Why not? It's the LMG code.
What's interesting is that it sounds like she's trying to distract them, but really most of the push is on the basement.
Yeah, they've got Tom with a shield down in the basement. Oh, reverse
takes JT, yeah. We have Tom pushing up the stairs, the mid stairs next to OBJ. He has a shield. Checking for C4. He's moving up.
This is not
Android isn't watching the doorway. He's not watching the doorway. Oh, yeah. He's peeking, but he didn't see it. He gets taken out by Alias. This is not looking good for the Pandas. We need to see rotations here.
Yeah,
we need to see some hard rotations.
They were really spread out, and they only had one guy directly on objective. And now they, like you said, they need to be rotating everybody because they're pushing hard. They've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. They basically got the whole team on objective right now.
Reverse takes out White Fang. Kesney's calling for everybody to crash.
Ooh,
Nexus takes down Reverse, but isn't able to finish him. Alias takes out Kesney. They trade, actually. He's calling the full crash now. Tom is missing Kesney.
Okay, that's good.
Got a flash. Ooh, he takes out Tom. Very good.
Nice work.
The flash was pivotal here.
Dang.
That was a good try by Nexus. That was really good flash. It's just really unfortunate he didn't see the second person on the stairs before Snowbird was able to take him out.
Yeah, I mean, my attitude about stuff like this is really you need to make sure you're making these things impossible to happen in the sense that you want to be setting yourself up for success early. And on that one, they were so spread out that, yeah, they could have rotated in, but it was just a lot to ask. And it ended up where they had, the other team had 5 people on objective, but, each one of the defenders kind of had to come in piecemeal. They each had to come in one at a time, which meant they were always going to get overpowered. So that's just something they need to adjust on defense for sure.
Absolutely. Ooh, Chinatown. This is, I think, my least favorite objective on this map.
Yep. Let's see. So, okay, they get at least the quick spawn so they can jump up to south if they want to. Let's see.
Looks like we have a major south push.
Yep.
We need to be careful about people popping around this corner here.
Oh, Android already picked somebody off. Let's see.
JT's got front security.
Oh boy, the whole team went south. But at least they're splitting up now. Okay, to be fair.
It can work, and someone can go underground from over there if they need to rotate. And they already know that the South is weak from their pick here, so I don't think it's totally terrible.
Yeah, that's a good point. They did weaken the defense. There's a hole now that they can take advantage of. Let's see if they're going to try from the VRATH side to C4, trap them somehow in this little bottleneck.
Alias takes that Nexus, nice peek.
Yep. Good job.
Section 1 takes out Android.
White Fang takes out.
And Kesney.
Oh, he didn't finish him. He didn't finish him. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Okay.
He heard you. Don't worry. Don't worry. He's not going to get chewed out. Oh, this is what I call a mono smoke right here in Cam 2. Oh,
boy.
Beautiful.
Oof.
Beautiful.
Yep. Loud and useless.
JT gets taken out.
Nice little refrag there by White Fang.
Absolutely. Okay, now it's a 1v2. They know where he is. He's still going down the same way. Sections rotates to be closer to objective. Oh, he gets caught in a deluge of fire.
Yeah, ending on a 1v2, I mean, that's not terrible. They did a good job on that. They just maybe could have anticipated a couple spots a little bit better, like that spot where Snow was hanging out. I'm highlighting it right now, that little alleyway right next to Horseshoe if you're headed towards Chinatown.
Absolutely.
A lot of people hang out in there. Just need to have a little bit more map knowledge, I would say. Other than that, though, it was a good plan. You know, just maybe a few tweaks on execution.
Yeah, I do think that at the end there, it could have gone differently. With a 1v2, it's very winnable by Marsoc. He just needed to be patient. You got to be patient when you're the last person up. The time is your resource, and you become the hunter, and you need to go really slow. And either go really slow or really fast and catch him off guard. But here, I think he could have thrown the smoke and then rotated around, or faked the rotate, to get them to just be questioning where he is at all times.
Sure. Let's see. Okay, so 3-0. Well, I mean, they're in a good position for a potential comeback here because they're playing Volk now.
Right. This map, I do think this one's kind of a hard map for newer teams. It takes a lot of coordination, and things can go wrong really, really fast if you don't know the map, as you'll just get taken out from little corners and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty punishing to new players, I would say.
I found a hole in the map. It's not Z fighting, it's just a hole.
Oh boy.
They have dual shields on the attack for VRATH.
Oh boy.
2 light machine guns as well. Heavy metal. We have a strong 3-man push going south. The rest are rotating to what looks like they're going north. Okay, Alias
Nexus
pushes back to Nexus.
Yeah, Nexus must know they're coming now.
Oh, he's got a good...
Oh, it's a flash. That might work. Good
job.
It
was perfect. He was just below his line of fire too. He's now facing off against the shield.
Ooh, I hope he has another flash or something.
Good call out. He calls it out. The team knows that the shield's here. He's trying to rush the shield, but if he does, he's going to get taken out by Section 1. You got to get used to moving back while you reload, especially against the shield. You got to keep moving. Android comes in to try and get a refrag, but it's really tough against a shield in a one-way alley. But he does it anyway, shooting a hand of reverse.
Good job.
Taking him out. Very nice shot by Android.
Okay.
I've never seen this guy until recently, but Android is a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
So is JT when he's shooting friendlies.
I mean, same could be said for you as well. So.
I put on my big boy pants when I shoot friendlies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you at least have the decency to finish the friendly too. You don't just leave them wounded so they can be revived. You make sure
That
they're
is
dead.
not true. I kill them before they hit the floor. Kill them good.
Yep.
Make them dead. We do have a push sneaking up North Alley right now with a shield. Tom's checking for C4 and sneaky players on the side. No one knows they're there yet, which is interesting. No one's looking down North Alley. They might catch them out when they come out of North Alley, but they're being really careful there.
This can work because it's such a narrow spot. You can hang out around the corner, and once you hear them, you can start throwing utility down the alley.
Good thing that VRATH is using the shield effectively to scout for those kind of like sneaky attacks. I wouldn't be surprised if Android didn't see them as he's in the corner looking across. It would have been a tight peek if he did see him, though.
Oof. Yeah, this is getting intense in the north.
JT and Section are going to meet up any moment now, depending on how fast Section goes. VRATH is doing a good job of attacking together. The north push has been waiting for Section to get closer so they can execute together. They definitely know that the north push is coming as Tom lets off a shot at Android. Neither can get a shot on each other, though, however.
JT, I think, is likely to
he
catch
hears
Section
him.
1. There we go. Nice job, JT.
Nice job. He heard him at the last second, turned his focus, and got him. Good execution.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
Tom gets his feet cut off by the grenade.
Good job goes for the finish. Oof.
He overexposed himself on that. We've all done that for sure.
Yep.
Getting that.
He had the right idea, though. Go out, finish the kill, especially since it's a shield. Just next time, peek that corner a little more conservatively.
Also, make sure you throw an insult at the shield user as you finish them.
Of course. That just goes without saying, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, shield users are just subhuman scum, and they deserve to get grenaded at every opportunity.
Absolutely. Brings a shiver to my pants whenever it happens. Snowbird picks up the shield.
Oh boy.
No rotations though. It is pretty hard to rotate when you're far down North Alley.
Ooh, pandas just need to be patient about this. They have no.
Oh, we got a frag coming out. Oh no, never mind. It's smoke. Ooh.
Okay.
That just helped her.
Yeah, kind of providing cover for the shield here.
Although they could rush through it and get her before they even know what's happening. That's what I want to see right now.
Oh, she picked up the smoke and threw it behind her. That was a good move. They needed to double team because she's exposing herself on the right side whenever she pushes up like that, so JT could provide a distraction on the left, and then Android could come and pull the pincer move. Oh, she's propping it up now.
Terrible to just wait it out, though. As you said, it's a really narrow angle. Android could even rotate to get her on the side.
Mm-hmm.
JT looks like he's doing that. He's pulling back to cover. I'm happy with this play. Oh, look, she's just going to run out and she gets taken out. She takes out one, she takes out JT, but it's a trade.
All right, Pandas get a point on the board. That was well played, I would say. They made a couple of minor mistakes there, like we were talking about. We don't have to beat them over the head about it, but overall, that was a good round.
Yeah, I think that ending defense was actually the right move and was very well played by JT and Android Goat, I believe. Agreed. They used their teamwork together to face the shield. They didn't have to rush her. She was the Marsoc player.
Yeah, okay, for anybody that's watching, I know we've got 6 viewers right now. This is what happens when I pump my volume up for the game. I don't know what that's about. It's like the sound of flies going around and it like a large spike and some kind of weird audio. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to fix it in between rounds, but in the meantime, hopefully the soothing sounds of both of our monotone voices are enough for you. I'm looking at you, Fitz.
You should message like Trip or Nightfire or something. They might have some insight.
The lumpy curse. I take it this is a problem that other people have had.
Yo, if you guys have insight on this, like, hit Theta up.
Yeah, I would love to know how to solve this so that you guys can hear it. I'd like to hear it too because I can't hear any audio in game, which sucks. It means I can't hear what people are saying to each other. I can't hear gunshots. It's not a great experience. So yeah, if anybody has insight there, I've been playing with the volume settings and the devices and all that, and it's still just not cooperating with me. Let's see, I wonder if there's like some kind of conflict. And the thing that's weird about it too is that it happens only when the level loads. When I'm in the regular menus and all that, before I get into the game, it sounds fine. But the moment a map loads, it starts going haywire. But anyway, in the meantime, we have a new round. Yeah, let's see, which objectives? Oh, the North Stairs, your favorite objective.
My favorite objective. And it's only fun in League because I run early frags and C4s in pubs. And those people are fucking scum. Alright, we got a strong defense on the north alley. Looks like they're pushing up
oh boy.
the alley. They hear each other, throw a C4, overthrown C4 explodes. That kind of seems like an early C4 to me.
I don't know, I'm gonna have to look back at the footage. We're at 5:35 right now.
I wasn't looking at the timer because I'm stupid.
Yeah, and to be fair, it is a scrim, and none of this matters. Not that anything matters, but the point is, nothing matters. But this is just for fun. I think they should still respect the rules on that, if possible.
They're scrimming. Yeah, they're scrimming. They're scrimming to play in league matches, so they should be playing entirely by league rules. And that's what they're expecting too. So I think that's pretty lame.
I'm not going to cast aspersions on the timing because I wasn't looking at the clock, and when I looked at it, it said like 5:37, 5:38, so that would indicate it was past the time, but I'd have to look back at the footage and see if that's correct or not.
Could be true. I wasn't watching the timer.
Yeah.
Alias takes out JT.
Yeah, they're watching that horseshoe. Okay, let's see what happens here because... Who is this? I think it's White Fang. White Fang has a choice. He can either keep pushing forward right where his friend dropped, or he can back up. And we already talked about this.
Just try the others. Yeah, you could try the other stairs too.
Yep, there's... Oh,
where's takes out Nexus? We are down to a 1v5 again.
Oh, that's another mono smoke if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I would totally get my grenade caught in there.
Yeah, that's some terrible luck because he had the right idea, throw the smoke and distract, but... Oh.
They were wise to his strategy, however, and took him out. It's pretty hard to pull one up on a five-man team. Someone's gonna see you.
Definitely. Alright, so VRATH takes Subway 4-1. Let's see, look at these scores. Well, at least no one had a -1. That's good.
There was a few team kills, though.
I only remember seeing one on the VRATH side. Did you see any on Panda's?
Panda's team killed twice, I believe.
Okay, I must have missed that. Looks like we're going to go into Snow Peak now.
Yeah. Snow Peak, yeah. I mean, that's a decent map and everything.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over. Oh, there we go.
This is the map I want to see played more in the league. However, it's not to be, as this map will not be part of the game at the beginning.
That sucks.
Once 1.8 comes out, yeah, it's not going to be out immediately. That and Abandon, surprise, surprise. And all our beloved custom maps.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Brosif, and fill out the team names?
Yes, I will do that. And...
Gracias.
Okay.
Oh, looks like somebody said no, the C4 was at 540. So, yeah, it was a legal C4. At least according to one of the viewers here. You put VWATH. What
did I say it?
Yeah. You put a
you
VW
fix it? I
there.
can't. I don't. I lost my overlay. There we go. I fixed it.
You just gotta press escape in most cases.
It wasn't that. I had to go.
Alright.
Actually, that was true. Alright. Maybe I want it to be VRATH, okay?
Well, it's not an official cast, so. I mean, do you, bro. Okay, so.
Fix it in a second here.
This is a pretty spicy objective. This one, it gets ugly fast, especially if there's a push internally. It's a little more controllable if they approach from the outside, but if they start pushing through the tunnels and throwing smokes and frags and all that, it gets ugly in a heartbeat. Let's see. Haven't gotten a confirmation from either team that they're starting yet, but just gonna float and look around at this majestic map since it's gonna be gone soon anyway.
It'll be back, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
How do I always manage to do this? There we go. Alright. This objective. The warehouse. Where all the boxes suddenly can be shot through. But in every other map, not really. I miss this map, man.
It's a great
played
map.
it. Yeah, we used to play it a lot, and then we stopped playing it pretty much the entire season.
I'm not trying to name any names, but Potato really doesn't like Snow Peak, and he protests furiously every time we want to play it. So
even in scrims.
Even in scrims. And Noman, yeah, I would definitely like to talk to you about fixing that audio issue, because even though I'm not an official caster, I do like to do these fun scrimcasts and stuff sometimes, and I'd like to be able to do audio. So let's talk about that afterwards if you have time.
Let's talk shop.
Talk shop. Nope. Okay, we've got to spawn in. Panda's on defense first. Okay.
There's some singing going on. Kesney
yeah.
is trying to hype up the team, waving his hands furiously.
That's leadership right there.
That is leadership. Meanwhile, they spawned at the garage for the attackers.
Makes sense.
Reverse seems like he's going south alone. The rest of the team is going through the tunnels.
So, Etch just said, makes sense, potatoes can't grow in Siberia. That is an excellent point.
Yeah. That's probably exactly PotatoBot's thought process about this map.
Okay, it looks like they've got a shield coming.
They're playing really scared right here of this tunnel.
Yeah, they've got
I have been killed in here by some guy that got lost.
It does happen. It's easy to get lost. Even now, occasionally, I still get lost running through these tunnels. I make a wrong turn and realize I'm going the wrong
They've
direction.
got Kesney catches Snowbird, or Caesar anyway. He's watching, she's peeking, they have a shield, they have two shields even. They're doing a very strong tunnel push, which is unusual to say the least.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kesney just got overpowered there. He had no chance.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah. 2 shields, machine gun.
Yeah, don't get stuck on the shield. If you can't take them out quickly, don't shoot at them. Just wait for the second guy to come around, or even just wait in ambush.
Yeah,
There's no problem pulling back.
The most important part of dealing with shields is...
Alias takes out JT.
Oof, boy.
Go on.
Is just making sure that the rest of the team knows that a shield is inbound. That's really the big one. Like, if you see a shield coming and it's overpowered, you know, he's got maybe 2 people behind him, like in this case, it's a good idea to just back off and say, hey, shield's coming from this direction.
Nexus throws a smoke at him. Oh no, it's a flash, my bad. Alias takes out Nexus. Yeah, it's 2 people shot him at the same time. Tom, interestingly, he's using the 1911. Not something I really agree with. The shields are taking out everybody. It is murder right now.
Yep.
Android takes out Reverse.
Who shot a flare? That's what I want to know.
Nice shot by Alias, catching Android right as he went around the corner. Alright, so on this objective, I think it's pretty much mandatory to have 2 C4 guys. I don't think Pandamonium had any C4, and that's something I think if they do watch this cast later, they should think about employing, as C4 is so powerful for 2 points. A lot of times better than a grenade, especially against shield users, where they can block the frag, but you can't block that C4. It will blow you up, no matter who you are, what you got.
And I think there's sort of a recurring theme in the Pandas' defenses that I'm seeing where they get a little too spread out and fragmented, and then it's very easy to pick them off one by one. So the difference between them versus a higher level team is if you pick off a defender on a higher level team, they're immediately rotating and trying to get the refrag. In many cases, they just get it right away because they've already set up, set up the angles for that. And in this case, like Kesne was posted pretty far away from everybody else, and he tried to take on a shield plus a rifleman by himself. When, I don't know, I think in that situation, and it happened really twice because they had 2 shields and 2 riflemen behind them, it'd be better just to rotate back, communicate that there's a shield coming, and then converge on the objective so you can kind of match the firepower of what's coming at you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you at least need to have one other person backing you up, at the very least, because, it's so easy to get overwhelmed.
And I know it's tempting, too. I fall into this trap all the time when there's a shield and you just like, oh, if I could only catch their elbow, or I could only catch their hand as they're shooting, or something like that. It's just so hard to pull that off. I mean, sometimes it happens, but in most cases, if you don't have an angle and you're in close range on a shield, you need to just run.
They have the advantage for sure.
If you have utility, if you have a frag or a flash that you can use to kind of disable that advantage, that's one thing, but don't just waste your ammo on the shield. It won't do much. Although, supposedly, they're putting in damage on the shield on the next objective. I really wonder what the impact is going to be there.
Next batch, yeah, we're going to see damage states at the very least. Interestingly, nobody checks for the early spawn from Volk, so Marsok's able to push up without any fire or knowledge of their approach.
That is curious. Kesne pushing with the shield.
I think that they have a fairly standard defense. They have a bunch of people in the objective room, some people guarding the outside tunnels. Tom does like to go prone, that's for sure. He's got a C4 ready.
Then we've got 2 guys in the south. I don't know where they're going. I mean, I assume that they're going through the garage, but if that's the case, they really need to... these guys in the north need to back off, because if they die or they get diminished in any way, these 2 guys are going to be on their own. They need to start coordinating a little bit better.
They do have a shield, so they could be probing.
That's true.
It's pretty hard to take that shield out. They have a rifleman to catch anybody. I'm kind of okay with this, as long as somebody's watching their rear, which I don't think they really are.
No, they're all pushed up now.
Yeah, they're going for a push. Oh.
Oof, okay.
Section runs out, takes out Android, but Kesne quickly gets the confirm with his G17 right back.
Aliu's going for the push. I hope they heard him coming. See, he ran over there.
They totally did. Kesne's trying to check for him.
Watch those corners. Watch those corners. Oh, he's got to see the shield now. Yep, there we go.
Oh. Okay, well, he's been called out. They're probing still. Kesne's trying to give directions, not watching forward. Alias is trying to get a pick on him. Kesne pulls back.
Oh, and reverse
Wifing gets taken out. Yeah, see, with losing that third guy, not being able to watch your sides, it's hard. Now he's being surrounded.
See, this is the problem with having the guys in the south so far out, and still, they're pretty far from objective, so there's really not much of... Oh boy.
Kesne's trying to push him back with a shield and knife him.
Oh, he gets it!
He gets the knife! Everybody gets counter-knifed.
Oh, man. That was spicy.
He's not going to let his friendly get knifed without a clap back right there. Oof. Meanwhile, the south push through the garage is still approaching. They're taking it really slow, even though there was a lot of combat going on. Oof. Now they gotta take out... It is a 2v3 though, so it's not impossible. Did you see what they were doing? I wonder if they got lost or something.
Yeah, because they're coming around to the same area. They didn't go through the tunnels. I think they must have gotten lost. Okay, so this is a point that, for Pandas, if you approach this side, Shoot through those boxes. Because every box in that room you can shoot through, and you can kill people through them. And a lot of people like to hang out behind those boxes, like what JT's looking at right now. Just light those up.
Having light machine guns paid dividends here, as you have that extra firepower to fire through the boxes, but still have ammo for anybody rushing out to try and counter you.
Is this you officially endorsing LMGs? I think this might
I've never hated LMGs. It's just that people should take the one with the drum.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
Reverse gets the run-up knife on
Oof.
JT. Ugh. I'm sorry, JT. It happens to all of us.
Yep, that's 3 knives in 1 round. But yeah, I mean, if you have the shield, they can... I mean, Kesne did it, and so did Reverse just now. You just rush into them, put their gun into the shield, which prevents them from shooting, and you can just reach right around and knife them at will.
The reach around.
Yep, the old knife.
I thought this was a PG channel.
No, this is marked for mature audiences, Brosif.
Okay, should I take my shirt off?
I already have mine off. Let's go.
Oh, well, my pants are already off, but
I am fully nude broadcasting right now.
Oh, dang! But you know, your camera's on, right?
Yeah, I've got an OnlyFans too. It's ThetaVR.
Sexy. Nexus gets taken out, sneaking up, trying to get to the objective, but there's just 3 of them.
Dang. Yeah, that was a rough situation. So
get a late game team kill as well.
Did they?
Celebratory team kill.
Oh, well. It's a scrim. Whatever. Okay, so we have, I think, almost everybody's least favorite objective now.
I hate this
objective. I know, this one sucks. I don't know what it is about it, but I just hate it so much. Maybe because it never goes well for me, and just instinctively gauge anything that I don't do well at as being terrible.
Right, 1 star.
Yeah, just like with custom maps, if I don't do well on it, it sucks.
Whoa, watch out. The the Germans are coming in your background.
The Germans?
It sounds like an air horn, like an air raid horn from World War II.
Oh, yeah, some garbage truck just drove by. Those fuckers are loud, man.
Yeah, they're... it's like a Stuka.
Fun fact, you probably already know this, but the Stukas had little sirens on the landing gear, so they would start spinning up as they took a sharper and sharper angle of attack downward.
Right, yeah. Terror is a strong force in combat, that's for sure.
Yep.
Speaking from my vast couch combat knowledge...
You are a 5-star armchair general.
That's what I was going for. I'm stripping up a little bit, but yes, you got it. That's how prestigious I am.
5 stars.
Actually, I'm a 6-star general.
Well, since we're making up stars, I'm an infinity star general. What do you think about that?
Well, that's just lame.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay.
I think what I don't like about this objective is that a lot of it is the pass, like rocky pass area, which I don't know. Something about it isn't very great for me.
Well, I'll say the 2 problems I've had on this objective are, so if you look where Kesne is going here in the north, it's just really easy for people to get concealed in these trees. I've been killed so many times, I'm just doing it on the stream right now, from this angle in the trees, and it's really hard for anybody to see you, even if you're, say, like, hanging out right here in the middle.
Should be dropping cameras so I can see.
Why would I want to help you, bro? You're right, I should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any cameras? Can you drop a few cameras, actually? I think you're better at the placement of those than me.
Sure, I can do so, sir.
Okay, so we've got a push. It looks like, yeah, they're all going north in one way or another, although 2 of them appear to be going far north and will be coming through the garage. No shield that I can see so far. Let's see if the tunnel people have a shield. I'll just need to be doing... yep, Tomopolin's got a shield. Okay, so we've got a shield heading through garage. So they're doing what I think Pandas should have been doing, which is that they're synchronizing, in some sense, their pushes. It looks like the garage people are getting a little further ahead, but they're setting it up so that everybody can attack at once, which allows you to create a lot of confusion. and get the opponent on their back foot instead of just individual attacks, which can be easily overpowered by concentrated defenders. So Android, he is watching the garage approach. That's where the shield is coming. Okay, and then we've got Alius over here. Yeah, they're taking their time. They're scoping out the defense, hoping they can pick somebody off, which is not a bad strategy.
Android has a very sneaky spot. She's looking through the crack. I don't like that about this map. There's a lot of those little cracks.
Yep.
I think it's just cheesy to be able to see and shoot through them so well. Nexus tries to take out Snowbird. He does take out Alias, who runs into his stream of fire. He's still trying to take out... Ooh, but Reverse gets him as he's trying to take her out while she was behind cover.
Oh,
Android takes out Tom.
Nice. Let me see.
He probably had no idea he was there.
Yeah, let's see his perspective here. Yeah, that's a tough spot to deal with. I guess if you get a frag going, that's something. And I will say that once he gets identified, he's going to be sort of stuck. He doesn't have a lot of places to go from there. But while he's there and they are facing directly towards him, that is hard to deal with.
Kesney gets taken out by, I think it was Section 1, I forget. But he did die. That is what's important here. Pandamonium and VRATH are both down to 3v3 here. Could go either way. Two players are pretty much stuck here. Or actually, sorry, one player is stuck at the garage still. He's waiting it out, hoping the Android rotates off and maybe get a pick.
So one thing I'm concerned about here is if these two defenders go down, Android is so far away that they could rush in and cap. Again,
very true.
Their defense is a little fragmented here. It's concerning.
We got some pre-fire at the objective from Snowbird. She's shooting into the building. It's very hard to hear. Reverse takes out White Fang.
Okay.
Probably got too fixated on the light machine gun firing.
Android needs to be rotating back right now because there's only two left, and one of them is on objective. Oh,
he's actually fighting. He's actually fighting Section. They down each other. Android's down for this round most likely, as he is down way off objective.
There's no
he
way
did
for
take
JT
out
to
Section though, so there is that.
Yeah. Did he call out that he killed the guy? I didn't hear that part.
I don't think so, but he's down, so he should have called it out, hopefully.
Okay.
JT is facing both players.
Oh, no.
She's covering with light machine gun fire. JT takes out Reverse before he can get into a cap range. Very good. It is now effectively a 1v1. Very good defense by JT. He did not get distracted by the light machine gun fire that was trying to distract him, and took out the person that was going for the cap.
That was solid.
And now he knows where she is, so it's going to be pretty tough, and she only has 1 minute and 10 seconds left. And we also know, although Snowbird doesn't, that Android can watch his south-east flank, basically. Pretty unlikely for her to go that way, but at least he knows that that's covered.
JT's poking around, watching his other approach. That's not a bad
It's always
idea.
it's really stressful and tiring to be watching every angle when you're the last one up, and they could come from anywhere.
Especially this objective. There's so many entrances.
Yeah. JT's being a little peeky here.
Ooh, it's only 30 seconds.
Oh, they almost see each other, but they don't. He pulls back.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was so close. JT made a little bit of noise, and Snowbird capitalized.
Yeah, there was only 30 seconds left there, too, and no matter what, if JT had not seen anybody at that point, they would have had to push, just because there's so little time. They had to have to push to either cap or try to find him. So a little more patience there would have been good, but that's, tough to criticize when you're dealing with an objective, that many entrances, and you're the last one up. That's hard. So
absolutely.
Good try.
The only thing, like I kind of alluded to, is when you're the last one up, everyone should be sneakier. If you're the defense, if you're the offense, you should be moving silently unless you need to get somewhere fast. So. Like, right there, he could have been going half speed, so he made no noise while he's peeking around the corner if he wanted to do that. The other, and again, it's just a nitpick. It could have gone either way.
For
He
sure.
could have shifted his position just a little bit to a similar but different position. So when she looked around that corner, he'd be in a different spot. Shoot and
Yeah.
scoot, but it's pretty hard on this one. Like you said, there's like 100 million angles.
It's tough. I mean, in an ideal scenario, he would have been on the the opposite side of those sandbags. But at the same time, if he does that, he exposes that opposite side rotation, and then he's really out in the open. So I don't know.
I have no problem with that because like you said, his back was covered by by his cover, and he could watch the angle where danger was, coming from, so he could react either way. Hopefully.
Yeah, it was a good angle because even if they were coming from the garage, he would have seen them. So it's not like there was really a spot where somebody could have snuck past, which is the most important thing when you're the last person, is do you have visibility on all the approaches to the cap? And he did. Yeah, it just, in situations like that, it's basically a coin toss, and he lost that one. It happens.
If you look at camera 7, that was a spot I was kind of thinking he could have slowly rotated over to. He could have been in that dip next to the tree, have a little bit of cover from the side, and he could just sit there while he thought she was still in front of him. But if he started to think she rotated all the way around, he could have rotated to the other side of that little berm there, or been behind the other sandbanks as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, it was very close.
Yep. Well, let's see how the pandas attack now. We've got everybody spawned in. See how these guys spread out their defense. And I hope the pandas don't do what they did last time, which was just have totally disconnected timing on their attacks, because they had a good idea last time, but they pushed so aggressively with that shield force that they just left those last two guys kind of on their own against a mostly stocked up team.
Yeah, those people that are going around the far side need to go quick, though. If you're going to flank all the way around the map, chances are you're going to have to move a little quicker, be a little bit more loose on your checking, because you got a long way to cover.
That's true. Okay, so they are far north. They're going through the north airfield. Let's see how they've set up their defense.
He's having a problem. He is spinning his shield in his hand. He's trying to throw a grenade. He was trying to throw a grenade, and he kept grabbing his shield over and over again. See, that kills people that aren't shield players.
Yep.
They pick up the shield, and they're like, oh yeah, I got my shield, and then they're using it, and then they're like, okay, I'm just going to drop it and use my rifle when I see them. But then they just keep grabbing the shield, and they die doing it.
Some people are just magicians with that, though. When they get good enough at it, it's like they can just throw grenades like it's nothing. I don't know how they do it.
Right.
I'd say the man in particular is excellent at doing that. You'll face off against him, and suddenly a grenade goes over the top, and you're just like, oh, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Interesting push going over the lake. Very, strong south push. Not abnormal here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the defense right now. They've got somebody here. Is this Snow? Yeah, they've got Snow way up in the garage, which I would argue is a bit dangerous. They've got Reverse watching one of the north side approaches. Got Alius with his LMG on the other one. Got Tama pulling in the same spot JT was in, but facing the opposite direction.
Yeah,
that's very
waiting there at the C4, crackling. He's like, ha ha ha. He tries to grenade them. He must have spotted them out. Trying to find his C4. Maybe it's on this side. Ooh, Tom takes out Kesney, yeah.
Oof.
Unfortunately, they got caught out pretty early. JT and Nexus have a chance to flank around, but they do have to contend with Section 1. VRATH is using prone to their advantage, though. He's getting full cover from the sandbags while also being concealed.
Oh, nice shot, JT.
Takes out Tom, yeah.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Very good use of the hills. That's something that everyone should take use of on this map for sure.
Yeah, I heard there's a video about using ridgelines and skylining.
Interesting. Maybe
you'd find it on YouTube.
I bet there's some really good map making videos too.
No one watches that trash. But...
Section takes out JT, but Nexus gets the refrag on section 1.
Okay, Alius has adjusted. Let's see how everybody else is doing. Okay, so reverse
Android
goes
takes
down.
out reverse like the last bullet. Alias tries to get the refrag, and
Oof.
he does.
Oh, 2
and he
down.
takes out Nexus. Alias is just playing it hot today.
Dang.
They trade. Did I hear an RPG? There was an RPG.
Was there?
Snowbird had an RPG in the garage.
Wow. Well, it's a scrim. Whatever. Well, let's see. What is going to be the next one? So far it looks like... Oh, it's Downfall's the default, so I don't think that's what they're going to play quite yet. Let's see. What do you think they're going to do?
I assume Panda's home?
Yep. They have
I
two
wouldn't be
picks.
surprised to see a cargo. Or quarantine. Here's my 2 guesses.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they didn't pick cargo, personally, because it's more of an equalizer. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're playing cargo.
Okay. Kind of feel like quarantine would have been a better choice. VRATH is a very shield heavy and good team, but I could see why they chose that too.
It's pros and cons to either. I think, right now especially, they just need to get more experience. So almost any map at this point is a good choice, in my opinion.
Right. Alright, so Volk is Pandamonium.
Looks like we... Oh, they're just probably still loading. I was going to say there's probably drops, but I don't think so.
And VRATH, all caps.
You're not going to put VWATH again?
Oh, it already capitalizes all of it anyway.
Yeah.
I can't shout the name. Am I going to have to take over the stream?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know. It sure sounds like someone's coming for you.
Oh, that was an ambulance, Brohim. So...
I mean, if you have to go in the ambulance...
Well, I'm always in
Are
danger...
you saying that you're willing to cast while you're in the ambulance?
Well, yeah. It's the caster lifestyle, bro, even though I'm not a caster.
You better keep casting all the time. If you don't have a video up, you're going to lose all your viewers overnight. So, yeah, you better be casting.
I appreciate everybody that's watching right now, but I have no aspirations of having a large audience. I'm just grateful for everybody that's here, and we're all having a good time.
But YouTube videos and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, guys. Even saying like and subscribe makes me want to vomit.
See, I had never said that, and I feel like a pure person. Unlike you, who's tainted themselves.
I think I have, let's see, yesterday I checked and I had 49 subscribers, so I've almost crossed the 50 mark, which basically makes me a god. And I shouldn't even be talking to peasants like you.
Pretty much. I got like my 5 views when I released my map making video, and then that was it.
Yeah, it was just Ferraris and champagne from that point forward.
Pretty much.
Alright, so we've got White Fang watching the tunnel, and it looks like they're pushing the tunnel right now. Is that a shield? Yes. Got Tom of Poland right there with the shield. Nexus on the objective. Section 1 pushing up the middle. Got a, what is that, a frag? Okay, and more grenades coming out. Oh, Section 1 and Nexus about to meet on this corner. Oh, Alius takes him out first. They are dangerously close to the objective already. Well, at least one of them is. Section 1. Tom of Poland at the tunnel.
Section takes out Android.
Oh, no, there's nobody on objective. Nobody has eyes on objective right now. This is
Tom
not good.
Takes out White Fang.
Oh, no. Snow is capping. Snow is capping.
They're capping. Kesney, don't let it happen.
Ooh, they didn't do it. What happened there?
Kesney almost catches her. She's chasing her down.
Oh.
VRATH takes it.
They're playing with 4? Huh. I just noticed that.
Do you want to cast while you're playing?
No, it's not. It's not the pandas. The VRATH or.
Oh right. Must have had a drop maybe, or.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a scrim, like we've said before.
They lost reverse.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Nobody has communicated to me if that is something that just happened or somebody just didn't want to keep playing or whatever. I'm not sure. But, oh well.
It can be this third map. It's like, hey, I'm out.
Yeah, that happens, especially in scrims.
So, speaking of champagne, YouTube, the riches rolling in, when's your next multi-million-dollar video coming out? Been a while.
Well, yeah, been a while, like a week.
That's forever in YouTube speak.
That's true. That is forever. I have one coming out soon about how to game plan, since we've been having a lot of conversations like that with the pandas, and I think especially for bronze teams, that's something that should be thought about a little bit more. I've got plans to do a communication video, got to talk about things on the radio, that sort of thing.
Oh God.
Yep.
Is that what you invited me to guest star in? Guest star?
I mean, you don't have to. I'm willing to take
guest
other
star
volunteers.
Communications? It's just that I have a very special skill with communication.
Mm-hmm.
Concise, beautiful. Everybody's impressed.
There's a reason I didn't use you in my callouts video. I'll just put it that way.
All right, we have.
Oof! Oh my God!
Look at how is going for the rest of the match.
Look how clumped up they are right now. Okay.
Look at the smoke screen, though. It's Christmas.
Oh hell yeah! That's a great smoke screen.
Here we go. Here we go.
That was really dangerous.
Oh my God! They can run each other. She was sitting in the middle of the smoke in the middle.
Oh no!
They both run past her. They don't see her. She doesn't see them either, though. This is wow.
Oh
okay,
no! There's a
team kills White Fang.
Oh no!
Don't worry, Snowbird gets a refrag.
Oh man!
Don't let a team kill go unpunished.
No.
That was wow.
Jeez.
Okay, they got a little ahead of themselves, I think.
So to be fair, I think the smoke thing was more our perspective because it looks different to us than it does to them. It looked obvious to us that there was somebody in the smoke. They probably could not see her. So
yeah, and the sound is definitely harder to hear with that smoke going off.
Yes.
That was a really interesting play by Snowbird. It worked out really well too.
I will say, so it wasn't 15 seconds yet, so they weren't supposed to get fragged, but clumping up together like that for long periods of time, that's a very common frag spot. They could have all been taken out by one frag grenade right there if they had stayed there long enough. So, kind of a dicey move, I would say, but whatever.
Right. And with that really fast, aggressive push like that, they all went down the same exact angle. There was a little bit of fire going on as they went in, but not the kind of volume of fire you need to cover that, like, aggressive of a push.
Yep. Some interesting strategies. Okay, so somebody in the Onward Discord told me that reverse is off for now, so it will be a 4v5 from this point forward.
Who told you that?
That is... It's Chromie. I don't know.
Wait. I don't think that's his name.
It's a little shit pre plus by divided by Nick equals this bitch. I don't know.
I just wanted you to say that.
Yeah, it was a challenge.
I just wanted you to say it.
It feels like an equation. I'm just not sure what problem it's solving or what the solution is, but
I think the solution is to change it to Chromie.
Yeah, maybe.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Snow has been wrecking it. She is 4-0. Sections 3-0. Tom has 1 and Alias has 1.
Yep. And Kesne wearing that -1.
Snow gets another one down at the very least. She tries to confirm but cannot get it. JT trying to go for a res, playing it really safe here. Gets the res off.
Okay.
Tom doesn't quite catch it. Android takes out Alias.
They've got to know that Tom is right there. Good. I was going to say they should be throwing a grenade.
Section downs Android Goat. Can't quite confirm him. Tries to frag him, but not quite hitting the mark.
Kesne rotate for that revive.
JT gets taken out by Snowbird. I do say that having these colors is making it really hard.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, Kesney. Kesney's in a bad spot to rotate now. He
White
waited a
Fang gets
long
taken
time.
out. Nexus does get a pick.
Oh, boy.
You could hear Kesney's frustration. He's like, "Oh," as he gets shot.
We've all
Nexus
made that sound.
does be rotating onto the objective. He's trying to get the res. Playing it safe here just in case they're baiting him. Here's the movement by Tom. Oh, but Tom gets crouched.
Damn.
Before he could get the shots on his legs.
And Tom steals the kill at the end there. That
He's
warmed
watched
my
your
heart.
videos.
Yes, that's the optimal kill strategy for anybody that doesn't know. Not even Will Hunting could solve that equation. That is true.
Oh, man.
I know. Kids these days, Fitz, they don't even try for the fake scream. Shameful.
One time in a pub, I did that, and then I asked for a res, and we were both just sitting there. It was on Subway, South Alley. Or not South Alley, but South Stairs. And the guy comes around the corner hoping to get somebody resing. We were both there, and we just lit him up. It was so funny. I wish it was recorded.
You gotta get your OBS set up squared away so you can catch those moments.
Oh, I have recording set up. I don't really record everything.
Yeah, for
Gotta
me,
get the sound gate set up.
They take up a lot of space, man. Like if you record like an hour or two of gameplay footage, I mean, that's if you're recording at high quality, that's 10, 15 gigabytes a pop.
Right. No one gives a shit what I'm doing in game anyway, so so I see it.
Yeah, I try to record just to get funny moments if I can, but then I just end up deleting most of it.
And you don't record the actual funny moments. That's true. Man, and I didn't quite catch it. I was trying to get it going while you were spinning around like a ballerina as your tracking went haywire.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
It looked beautiful. Like I was nearly crying at how beautiful it was.
Anyways, spinning is majestic, I must say.
Right. Android is running down the tunnels.
Oh boy.
They know that snow went into the red container, or at least close to it. There is a C4 out there. Kesney probably sees it. Android sees it. He's trying to take it out.
Oh,
Snow rushes him.
Oof. 2 shields down right away.
She now.
Oh, boy.
She has the shield now. And she's been proven to be pretty darn good with it.
Yeah.
Takes out White Fang.
She's the captain now. Oh, boy. Oh.
Alias takes out JT.
It's all up to Nexus.
That room is seeing a resurgence. Got a trade by Alias and Nexus. But that's that. It was a quick couple of rounds, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think they need to work a little bit more on their shields because they keep getting caught on weird angles. And just maybe a little bit more awareness of where their feet are, what kind of angles can be attacked, that sort of thing. All right, let's see.
I mean, this is a place to practice shields. They're definitely harder than they look.
Yes.
To use correctly, and especially I mean, it's one thing to get information with them and all that, but it's another thing to fight in close quarters and come out on top.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, I never use the shield, so I'm criticizing for something that I don't even do. So, yeah. Well, it's a good scrim, whatever.
And the same thing with sniping. We do have snipers, but, I mean, it's one thing to, say snipers are really strong, but it's another to actually go do it and be effective. Sure. It takes a special kind of player who has that dedication and just that knack to do it correctly.
Yep. It's just not something that comes quickly. You just have to practice. Like you said, you have to have kind of that knack with that particular loadout, and that knack develops over time. And, the Pandas are brand new, so it's good that they're experimenting, just figuring things out. They took a couple rounds off of VRATH, and VRATH's an experienced team, so it's something they should be proud of.
Absolutely. It's best to get your feet wet.
Yep.
Dive right in, even.
They're getting a ton of exposure to competition that's streamed, too. I know that some of the Pandas had a scrim streamed with Globochem as their very first stream match.
Oh, I was in there.
Yeah, that's right. You were playing in that, and I mean,
took a few rounds off them, actually.
That's good experience for them. And on top of that, their very first match as a team ever was streamed this week as well. So they're already getting some valuable experience, even though it might it hurts to lose and all that, but they're getting the tough stuff out of the way early, I would say, and they're just going to get better from here.
Absolutely. And they're not just a brand new team; they're brand new to the league, every one of them. So,
yep.
It might seem like a rude awakening, but like you said, they're getting tons of experience, and they'll be better for it if they can push through, learn from their mistakes, not get jaded. I think it's good.
I mean, I'm permanently jaded, so I could understand that, but that's beside the point.
That's very true.
So everyone has left the lobby. I would assume the scrim is over. They're not going to be doing any bonus rounds. So I'm going to stop the stream. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. We got way more people in here than I thought would show up, so thank you for that. And I don't know.
Maybe... like 2 people show up?
No, at one point we had over 10. I think we had almost a dozen at one point watching. So
when's my Ferrari coming in the mail?
It's already there. It's actually in your garage right now. I did it during the stream.
Excellent. I just need to find my garage.
Yep. Yeah, and thank you for everybody for not following Theta. Thank you, Fitz. I appreciate that. You're the best anti-advertiser I've ever seen.
Thanks, Fitz.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go play now if anybody wants to get into it. So I will see you guys out there, and thanks for coming. This is Theta, signing out.
And Mono. Have a good one.
All right. Later, everybody.